Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ripper here. We are talking about Big Cat Rescue and the attack that happened yesterday morning to the volunteer. I'm being told that $85,000 was spent to have these cats brought to Big Cat Rescue. 3 of them, from what I'm being told. There were 13 of them at Animal Defenders International. 3 of them went to Big Cat Rescue. We're talking about $85,000 was spent. I haven't seen the actual documents. The source that told me this is a pretty good source, so I'm going to go out on a limb and just say it without looking at documents. I normally don't do that, but I just did it. Here's the thing. I don't know. It doesn't say it was Kimba. But this is not the first time. I'm going to show you there's going to be some graphic images in this article. I'm just going to read the article to you. I hope that volunteers that were working out around these specific animals were aware that other people had been attacked by this group of animals. The reason I say this is back when you had the Blackfish movie, the SeaWorld orcas thing, there was a whale that had been known to attack humans, and the people that were working there were not notified of the history of that whale. Aren't they dolphins? No, they're in the dolphin family. These killer whales are in the dolphin family, I believe. They are porpoises, correct? They call them killer whales because they kill whales. You can check me on that, but I think that's accurate. If not, I'll go watch Discovery's Planet Earth show again. However, the trainers at that facility at that SeaWorld should have been notified that there was a history of these orcas attacking trainers at different locations, but they were not aware of that. I would think that if you had exotic animals and there was a history of a group of cats attacking people, you would let your volunteers, your trainers, you would let your people know, hey, by the way, be careful. These cats came from a place where they ripped off this guy's arms a couple of years ago. Let me read this article to you. Headline: The tiger that tore into the arm of a volunteer at Tampa's Big Cat Rescue today was also among a group of tigers that ate a guy's arms in 2018. Now it says 8. This morning, this is yesterday morning, a volunteer at Tampa's Big Cat Rescue nearly had her arm ripped off from the shoulder by a tiger. The victim was Candy Kusser, who has volunteered at the Animal Sanctuary for nearly 5 years. We saw a report where one said 3 years. The tiger, Kimba, reportedly grabbed her arm and nearly tore it off at the shoulder while she was feeding it. Now, if you watched my video just earlier where it talks about the volunteer form that you sign, apparently, if you stick your arm into a cage, it's your fault, from what I gathered from the volunteer form. Staff members then rushed to her side, pulled her arm out of the cage, and applied, to stop the bleeding. They then placed her arm in ice packs to try and save it. She's now being treated at St. Joseph Hospital in Tampa. This was yesterday. Kimba is now being placed in quarantine for 30 days, says the Animal Sanctuary. According to Big Cat Rescue's website, Kimba has led a tortured life and was among a group of tigers that coincidentally ate a guy's arms in 2018 at the Hermandos Ponce Circus in Guatemala. I hope I pronounced that right. No habla español. The male tiger was born sometime in 2017 and arrived at Big Cat Rescue in 2019 from Guatemala, along with 2 other tigers, Max and Simba, after the country passed a law banning circuses. Big Cat Rescue found out about the cats after a 2018 Daily Mail story highlighted starving tigers that ripped both arms off of a 55-year-old man and ate the limbs, while villagers attempted to free him by throwing sticks and rocks. Oh man. According to the Daily Mail, the man's arms were eaten while he was attempting to reach into the cage to give the tigers a water pail. It's unclear exactly which tigers ate the man's arms. I'm telling you, if I'm out working at a place and tigers from that group of like this incident happened, please tell me. Please let me know. Hey, by the way, I'm not sure if it was this tiger or not, but it could have been actually ate some people's arms. So, I mean, you need to be careful anyway. But come on, man, this is stuff that people need to know about. Maybe people did know. I don't know. After the circus was ordered to be shut down, the owners reportedly went on the run with the tigers and were eventually tracked down. Local authorities and activists with the Animals Defenders International implemented a rescue mission during which Kimba was beaten with an iron bar. The tiger bled until ADI officials intervened. Is this kind of like where someone said the bobcat was going to get clubbed to death out in the parking lot where, like you had a bobcat on a leash and someone had a club and they're just going to, I can't imagine. I mean, it would take more than one person to do that, I would think. I don't know. Haven't ever done it, but I've seen cats on leashes and I don't know. That story seems made up to me. Just my opinion. A statement released December 3rd by the ADI says that Kimba was one of the 15 tigers removed from the circus, but was not directly responsible for eating the man's arms. The tiger involved in that incident was another male, Itza, who now lives in South Africa. Itza was identified to the ADI as a tiger responsible by the government officials who investigated the incident, as well as the circus owner and staff. If I don't see video, I'm not taking their word for it. Itza was living with a group of tigers in a different cage to Kimba, who was living alone in a cage on a different trailer alongside male tigers Max and Simba, who now also live at BCR. Kimba and the other two cats were then flown to Miami and driven to Tampa on November 25th, 2019. Just like a little over a year ago. Here, let's read this. Big Cat Rescue CEO Carol Baskin responded to today's incident by stating that the partial limb removal happened because Kusser, I wonder if it's Kosser, did not follow safety protocols. Because she didn't follow the clip guideline, the universal sign, if there's a clip there, don't touch it. I think it's that thing. Is that what she's talking about? Kimba had been locked away from that section. Hold on a second. Hold on. This is blaming the victim for not following. I don't like it. I don't like that at all, but you know what? Tough cookies. If I don't like something, too bad. I know there's other people that don't like it, that you're blaming the victim. When I talked to Felicia last night, when I got done talking to her, I had the sense that if I went out to her place, there would be no way that an accident like this could even happen because it wouldn't even be possible. You couldn't even. Oh, man, I don't like this. I don't like blaming the victim. Anyway, let me continue here. Let me just read that again. Big Cat Rescue CEO Carol Effin Baskin responded to today's incident by stating that the partial limb removal happened because Candy did not follow safety protocols. Kimba had been locked away from that section for several days as cameras were being installed there, said Baskin. That's Carol Baskin. She opened a guillotine tunnel door at one end of the tunnel, and when she went to raise the second door, she saw it was clipped shut. This is our universal signal not to open a gate without the coordinator coming to assist, but Candy said she just wasn't thinking when she reached in to unclip it. Once again, Candy, this seems to be your fault. It is against our protocols for anyone to stick any part of their body into a cage with a cat in it. Kimba grabbed her arm and nearly tore it off at the shoulder. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission's Division of Law Enforcement is investigating the incident, and we need to follow up with them. This isn't the first time a volunteer at Big Cat Rescue has been mauled. In 1998, Mindy Harrell of Odessa received 451 stitches on her right arm after a leopard named Jumanji removed the skin from her elbow to her wrist after she was petting its paws through the cage. Oh my gosh. Oh, that sounds horrible. Big Cat Rescue was featured in last summer's Netflix hit documentary Tiger King: Murder, Mayhem, and Madness, which starred Carol Baskin and her nemesis, Oklahoma zookeeper Joseph Passage, aka Joe Exotic. Where did that come from? In the documentary, one of the Exotic staff members, Kelsey, had her arm ripped off by a tiger, which prompted the infamous line, "I'm never going to financially recover from this," which, Joe said that. My question is, did Carol show up wearing an EMS jacket? I want to know. Tell me, do you think she did or not? Or is it only Joe that shows up after an accident wearing an EMS jacket? Or he just happens to have a preacher's outfit for a service? I mean, the guy is well prepared, right? Anyway, I'm not making fun of Joe. Joe is a colorful guy. And someone just sent me a video the other day, which I haven't had time to follow up on it, where Joe's talking about the septic system being put in the day before Dawn went missing. So Joe was on to a lot of stuff. Joe had a lot of information. We cannot discount some of the things that he has said. Anyway, I find this article very interesting. The quotes that this victim is being blamed, that's very disturbing to me. I don't think it's a good idea to blame the victim for making a mistake at your place. Anyway, if there's anyone out there that has been injured at this place in the last 2 years, or if Candy or her husband or any of her family would like to contact me, I would like to talk to them. You can reach me at ripperjackmedia@gmail.com. If you've been a volunteer at this place, if you have stories of attacks or close attacks, please contact me and let me know. My email is ripperjackmedia@gmail.com. I will put it in the description of the video. I will put a link of this story in the description as well. And Candy, if you're listening, or any family member, I hope you have a full recovery. I know you're going to have a long road ahead of you. There's going to be millions of dollars in surgeries that are going to have to be done. There are people that would like to help you, that will not blame you, that will support you. Please contact me at ripperjackmedia@gmail.com. Stay safe, everybody. This is Ripper, and I'm out.